Did you know that the toilet is not the dirtiest place in your house or even at your workplace? Although this might sound contradictory, there are several objects and places in our daily lives that accumulate far more dirt, germs, and bacteria than the item designed to handle. Well, dirt. In today's video, we're going to highlight 8 things that are dirtier than a toilet. Get ready to be surprised. First place, cell phone. Did you know that your cell phone can be up to 10 times dirtier than a toilet? That's right. Research shows that cell phones accumulate a lot of bacteria, mainly because we constantly touch various surfaces and then touch our phones. Plus, the phone is near our face, making it easier for germs to transfer. Studies indicate that a cell phone can harbor more germs than any other object we touch on a daily basis. To make matters worse, the touchscreen and the charging ports are perfect places for dirt and bacteria to accumulate. Have you cleaned yours today? Tip: use a microfiber cloth with a bit of isopropyl alcohol to wipe down your screen and edges. It's also a good idea to disinfect the phone case regularly. Second place, computer keyboard. Computer keyboards, whether in offices or personal use, are a true paradise for bacteria. They accumulate dirt, dust, and even food scraps that fall between the keys. Since keyboards are touched all the time, this makes it easy for germs to transfer to our hands and, consequently, to our face. A keyboard can have up to 7 times more bacteria than a toilet. Often, we don't realize how much grime the keyboard can hold because the keys have cracks and spaces that are hard to reach during regular cleaning. Tip: clean your keyboard with a cloth dampened in alcohol and use a soft bristled brush or a can of compressed air to remove debris stuck between the keys. Third place, door handles. Door handles, especially in public places, are hotspots for contamination. Everyone touches them with dirty hands, and we often don't realize just how contaminated they are. To make things worse, people rarely clean door handles regularly, leading to a buildup of germs over time. Just think about the number of germs a door handle can accumulate in places like hospitals, schools, restaurants, or even in your own home. Door handles are estimated to carry up to 50% more bacteria than other household items. Tip: clean door handles frequently with a disinfecting cloth and try to avoid touching them with dirty hands. Fourth place, kitchen sponge. Many people think that kitchen sponges are just for cleaning, but in reality, they are one of the dirtiest items in the house. This is because sponges remain moist while coming into contact with food and food scraps, creating a perfect environment for bacteria to thrive. Research has shown that kitchen sponges can contain up to 200 times more germs than a toilet. The constant moisture and the abundance of food residue trapped in the fibers of the sponge provide ideal conditions for bacteria. Tip: change your sponge regularly and, when possible, sanitize it by boiling it in water or microwaving it. Be careful not to burn yourself to kill bacteria. Fifth place, money. If you thought money was clean, think again. Bills and coins pass through many hands and surfaces, accumulating a huge amount of dirt and germs. Money has been shown to carry various bacteria, viruses, and fungi that can survive for days. What's even more alarming is that these germs can easily be transferred to your skin, food, and eventually your mouth. Did you know that money can even harbor pathogens responsible for foodborne illnesses? Tip: avoid touching money directly before eating and wash your hands after handling it. Whenever possible, opt for card payments or mobile payments to reduce contact with bills and coins. Sixth place, elevator buttons. Elevator buttons are breeding grounds for bacteria. In commercial or residential buildings, thousands of people touch these buttons every day, and many forget to clean them with the frequency necessary. The number of germs on these buttons is staggering, since they're not only touched by many people, but they're rarely cleaned as often as needed. Tip: whenever possible, use a disinfectant wipe to press elevator buttons, especially in public or high-traffic areas. 7th place. Toothbrush. Your toothbrush, that item you use several times a day, can also be dirtier than you think. The humidity and bathroom environment create perfect conditions for bacteria to grow on the toothbrush. Additionally, the toothbrush often comes into contact with the toilet even though we try to keep it away. This happens because when flushing the toilet, tiny droplets of water can spread throughout the bathroom. Tip: always store your toothbrush in a dry, well-ventilated place, preferably in a closed toothbrush holder to reduce exposure to germs. Replace your toothbrush regularly. 8th place. Keys. Keys are another item we often overlook when thinking about hygiene. They are constantly handled in various environments, from dirty streets to public restrooms, and are rarely cleaned properly. As a result, a huge accumulation of germs can build up on them, which can be transferred to our hands and other objects we touch afterward. Tip: clean your keys with a disinfecting cloth or alcohol wipes and avoid leaving them in dirty places. Conclusion: now that you've seen these 8 things that are dirtier than a toilet, here's the takeaway: hygiene shouldn't be limited to just the bathroom. With these everyday items, it's important to make a habit of cleaning them regularly and, of course, always wash your hands, especially after touching public objects and places. Let's try to keep our routine cleaner and germ-free, not just in the bathroom, but throughout our entire environment.